Hello everybody, Hunter's back with some more Zenless. We're continuing from yesterday where we helped out everybody in 6th Street, so hopefully we've done enough now that we can progress the main story. Let's just get some tapes off her first. Let's see. Were you flirting with someone, Heidi? Was someone flirting with you? Hey, I'll do this. And hopefully she'll reward us with some tapes and then head in the back parking lot. Talk with Belle. Hopefully she's heard from Nicole by now. Fingers crossed. See, there she is, looking at the poster of Join Us. We want you. As expected, Belle is taking a call inside a parking lot.
So,
yes,
for the
finally.
monster in the square, you're really saying Hand is gonna take over the remaining investigation?
Absolutely positive. We heard it firsthand, together with the Bellabog Industries people. The monster's remains will still be collected by public security, of course. But the automated evidence carrier will bring the remains to Hand once it passes through the hollow.
Yeah, I get it. Hand is better than public security at investigating this kind of weird stuff. They've always had a pretty delicate relationship. That PubSec officer seems decent, though. Being willing to put all that aside and hand over the case. Oh, it's getting late. I can't stay in chat. I have a client meeting scheduled later. Anyway, I'll do my best to help look for Rain.
Finally.
So keep an eye out for some good news.
Thanks, Nicole. Bye. Hey, Wise.
Hey. Was that Nicole on the phone just now?
Was that Nicole on the phone just now?
Yeah, Nicole figured that we were related to what happened in the square, so she called to ask. I explained everything and told her about the mission to find Rain. By the way, Koleda also called earlier to say public security confirmed the time to collect the monster's remains.
I hope the collection goes smoothly. I hope the results of this investigation will be out soon. I'll do this one.
Finally. I hope the collection goes smoothly.
Fingers crossed. Anyway, whether it's the investigation or the search for Rain, all we can do now is wait for news. Since we don't have a lot on our plate right now, let's drop by the public security office sometime in the next couple of days.
Really? Why do you want to go there?
What are we gonna do over there?
I'm surprised you've forgotten. Our driver's licenses are about to expire. It was Fairy who noticed it the other day.
Master, I've applied for a driver's license renewal for you and second assistant on the Public Security's official website. But unfortunately, the collection of the new licenses must be done in person.
Let's visit their office in Lumina Square soon then, to collect our new driver's licenses.
New area.
The metro to Lumina Square is always crowded. Let's just drive there.
Right, Wise, let's find some time. Okay, I'll get it. How about today? Confirm. Let's pack up and get going. New area. It's crazy, we're like almost 30 hours in this game and we're still on chapter 2. Well, there's the flower shop we heard so much about that keeps sending us flowers. Another cafe, another arcade. Later outside a parking lot near Lumina Square. Wise, I've got bad news. The parking lot is full. As expected of a bustling... Right, let's see. Wise, now it's not the time to get philosophical about things. Anyway, now we have to look for other solutions. I'll go ask around. Maybe there are other parking spaces around. I'll count on you then. I'll be waiting here for your update. It's a big town. If there's any bamboos hiding in this town, they're going to be tough to find. Just looking at the walls in Cozy Cafe. Not seeing any hidden chests or anything like that. Let's just continue the mission. Oh, I say that and there's one right here. Grab that. Oh, busted again. Illegal parking in an alleyway. If a crime happens but nobody witnesses it, does it cease being a crime? Moreover, nothing can escape these eyes of mine, for I am the Starlight Knight. Every fine is meant to protect. This is my duty. Take this. I was originally considering leaving the car here, but it looks like it will be slapped with a ticket by this officer soon. It's better not to take the risk. Go for the alleyway. Let's have a look. Anything back here? Dead end, but people are walking through it. Another chest. Before going there, is there anything around I'm gonna miss if I took this? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Hello, Bangbu. See, Lumia Branch of Public Security at your service, citizens. Roadside parking is prohibited on this street. Violators will be fined. Hello. Please follow traffic laws and use crossings when crossing the street. And the safety of the city depends on everyone's cooperation. The Janus Quarter Public Security HQ is carrying out the Public Security Safety Awareness Month events throughout this whole district. Hi, I need some help. Citizens are sincerely invited to join. For more details about the event, please say 1. For self-service payment fines, please say 2. For Bangbu self-service, please say 9. Dear citizen, you are calling me. What do you need? Is there any way to park near here? You're looking for a nearby parking lot. Understood. Querian. Vacant parking spaces currently in Lumia Square. 0. Distance to nearest currently available parking space. 2.1 kilometers. Thanks. Got it. You're welcome. The IT department of the Lumia branch sincerely invites you to rate our Bangbu self-service system. Good job. Next time I hope I can avoid it. I see another chest over there. Let's go get that. Not leaving anything behind. Internet City Credit, 5 Polychrome, cool. Woodpecker Electro, wonder what that is. Let's go back to Belle then. Wise, you're back. How's everything? There are no parking spots nearby. Really? I just checked on my phone and got pretty much the same result. 2 kilometers, I guess we just have to settle for that. Then let's get going.
This is exhausting. I had no idea it'd be so hard to find a parking space here. We should have just taken the metro.
Sorry I forgot to check out the parking lot in advance. Just a little longer, Belle.
Sorry, it's my bad. I forgot to check if there was parking before we left. But we haven't gotten much exercise lately, so let's just consider it a workout?
You're the one who never exercises. The only time you run is when you're using Eos's body. Speaking of things we haven't done lately, it's been ages since we had a good meal. Since that dinner with the cunning hares, right?
No wonder you were so enthusiastic about going out today. I knew you were complaining for a reason.
No wonder you were so enthusiastic about going out today. So that's what you were really after.
We deserve to treat ourselves with all our hard work lately. What do you think? How about we have a meal somewhere nearby when we're done?
So this is just teaching us all the new locations around the town. Fine, as long as it isn't a buffet. Fine, seeing as our profit for this month is picking up.
Seeing as our profit for this month has been picking up, sure.
Hooray! You're the best! Let me see what's good around here.
Probably going to be a noodle shop again, right? An actual cutscene, wow.
Why is the signal so weak?
What's wrong, Belle?
Don't tell me it's broken.
Are you all right? Are you hurt?
Belle! Belle! Are you okay? Are you injured?
I'm okay. Have we met somewhere before?
Have we?
Sorry, I think we've mistaken you for somebody else.
It's interesting saying it's chapter 2. I've been in chapter 2 for about 6 hours. A few hours later, in front of Public Security Lumia Branch.
Juyuan, Qingyi, thank you so much for your help this afternoon. If it weren't for you acting so fast, I'd probably be lying in the hospital right now.
Don't mention it. Keeping citizens safe is our duty as public security officers, and we're thankful for your cooperation. All that paperwork took some time.
How's that driver doing? Have you determined the cause of the accident? I'll do that one.
Any news on how the driver is doing?
It's nice of you to ask. He's only got minor injuries, but he's quite shaken. He can't recall what took place before the accident. But don't worry, every problem has a solution. We'll find a way to get to the bottom of this.
It's getting late. Why don't you two head home? Feel free to contact us if you recall any further details about the accident.
Thanks again for your help.
Thanks again for your help, you two.
If you pass by 6th Street in the future, be sure to visit our video store. I'll give you a free membership card. So you live on 6th Street. I expect we'll run into each other soon. Oh, what do you mean?
Sounds like she got a commission for us.
Hold on, Qingyi. Being vague could give the wrong impression. Here, take a look at this. It should better explain what she's talking about.
A flyer from Officer Zhu Yan. It appears to be a survey of an upcoming public event hosted by the public security. Doesn't the person on the front cover look familiar? Anything on the back? Wrong way. Yeah, it's definitely stuff on the back, but I don't know what. Public Security Safety Awareness Month questionnaire. That guy on the flyer looks familiar.
Public Security Safety Awareness Month questionnaire?
Our inspector has temporarily assigned us to the Lumina branch to prepare for this event. We'll be holding a big safety lecture here soon for the citizens. The two of us will be visiting nearby neighborhoods and distributing the questionnaires to encourage them to attend.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
I see. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Thanks. Please, keep the questionnaire. If you're interested in the seminar, you can fill in your info and give it to us when we visit 6th Street.
See you again soon, managers.
Later, Zhu Yan and Qingyi return to Public Security Building.
So, public security officers will be visiting 6th Street soon. That's never happened in all the time we've lived there. By the way, there's something else I want to discuss with you, Wise. It's about Juyuan and Qingyi.
I wanted to discuss the same thing.
What a coincidence. I want to discuss that too. But we shouldn't talk here. Their office is still nearby.
Mm-hmm. Let's head home first.
Alright, anything here? Nope. It's a table. Where even am I now? I haven't been in this area. 1 second, Belle. Let's have a quick look around to see if there's anything hidden here. Nope, okay. Let's go. Actually, look, it's right there. Right in front of my eyes. Alright. So much has happened today that I really don't feel in the mood for food. Wise, let's get dinner together some other time. I'm gonna head back home. If that's what you want, it sounds good to me too. Hey, what's our car doing over here? Oh, Zhu Yang got someone to help move the car here while you were getting your driver's license. That's really fun. You've been a huge help. Finally, we don't have to walk so far. Okay. When I took a closer look, I discovered tons more Public Security Safety Awareness Month posters around the precinct. But when you compare it to the food tasting event at the convenience store, it's less appealing. Let's go back home to the video store. I didn't want to do that. Oops. Hello, Belle. Just waiting for me.
Alright, we can finally get back to our earlier discussion. About Juyuan and Qingyi. I knew you'd noticed too. It's not our first time meeting them. After Bellabog called PubSec in the Hollow, weren't they the officers who investigated? You were disguised as EOS at the time, so they weren't aware there was anyone apart from Bellabog Industries present.
Luckily, I didn't let anything slip. A lot of things happened that day.
Thinking back, a lot was going on when they came to investigate. Honestly, the shock of finding that monster in the monument was so overwhelming. Everything else is a little fuzzy.
We might bump into them again soon, so we should check the visual record of the investigation, just to be safe.
Fairy, could you extract the data from back then?
Fairy, could you extract the data from back then?
Yes, Master. I found the footage you require.
A few days ago in the Pioneers Memorial Plaza, deep within the Hollow.
Thanks for your cooperation. We have a rough idea of how things unfolded. Earlier today, you all ended up deep in the hollow after the bamboo with your carrot malfunctioned. Then, you were attacked by an unknown monster right here. Is this the faulty bamboo?
Yes, but some of its parts might have been corrupted. We'll hand over a detailed repair report later. I'm not sure why, but something feels different about this bamboo. It looks unusually clever, almost cunning.
Wait a sec, Jingyi. Saying things like that in front of the person filing the report might get us reported. Let's put aside how they ended up in the hollow for now. Seems like Bellabog Industries has come across something quite extraordinary.
Absolutely. I don't remember seeing anything with such unique traits in the records. Let me take a closer look at it. Looks like there's something inside the crystal.
Don't touch that! All non-forensic officers are prohibited from handling evidence without proper authorization. Besides, it's too risky, even if you've undergone corruption resistance treatments.
Inspector, the crime scene is just up ahead.
Where's that ferocious
That's where we recognize him from.
criminal?
Inspector Bringer, what are you doing here?
Oh, you two are in charge of the scene. Here come two elites of our criminal investigation department. Bring the suspect over. Get my good side when you take the picture. I need it for the headlines tomorrow.
Inspector, the suspect isn't here. They were attacked by an unknown being with high ether activity.
Huh? So it was just an ethereal?
No, Inspector. It had some peculiar characteristics. We suspect it to be the result of hollow mutation, or the product of some type of illegal activity.
Hold on. You see now, Juyuan. It's good to be vigilant as a public security officer, but the election is just around the corner.
Kinda sounds like All Might.
If we reveal the presence of an unknown monster in the Hollows at this stage, my election, the citizens will be put in fear. Public security shouldn't make any hasty announcements. We must investigate the matter thoroughly first.
Rest assured, we've requested the collected evidence be given to hand for expert analysis. We're confident we'll soon be able to...
What? It's being given to hand? You did the right thing. Still, let our forensics team handle the evidence collection.
It looked like he wanted to cover something up, but now he can't, huh? He may be a dirty cop.
You two have always been my trusted aides. So I have a very important task for you.
In the workshop, the footage of the investigation has been played to the end.
It's clearly a very unique etheractive being. Yet Inspector Bringer wasn't interested in the slightest. At least he didn't say no to giving over the evidence to hand. Oh, now I get it. The important task Inspector Bringer mentioned is the seminar at the Lumina branch. What's so special about this seminar that he has to send Juyuan and Qingyi to manage it?
Fairy, are you able to bring up any related info?
Fairy, are you able to bring up any info related to the seminar?
I'm running a search on keywords Lumina Square and Public Security Safety Awareness Month. There are several relevant articles by multiple media companies. I shall read them. Given the recent surge in major incidents within the city this month, and aiming to safeguard urban security while enhancing public awareness, Janus District Public Security has decided to launch the Public Security Safety Awareness Month across the entire district. To provide citizens with practical information, Public Security has assigned several officers from the Criminal Investigation Department to assist in planning the event. Mr. Bringer, commanding officer of the district headquarters and the driving force behind the event, will also be in attendance at the seminar, which is to take place at the Lumina branch. Along with the other officers in charge, Inspector Bringer will conduct a media interview during the event to address any concerns citizens may have.
So, it's not just Inspector Bringer attending the seminar, but a bunch of media representatives as well. You hear that, Wise? Juyuan and Qingyi will participate in the interview too. Must be quite the honor for a public security officer. What do you think about this seminar?
Should we go support Zhu Yang and Qingyi? It might be a good chance to gather some info.
It's just a seminar to educate citizens about safety, so it wouldn't hurt to go. Besides, with top officials from public security attending, we might pick up some useful information.
Okay, it's decided then. We'll tell Jiyuan and Qingyi we'd like to attend the event when they come to 6th Street in a few days.
A few days. Besides the participant's name and address, the public security questionnaire includes a few general questions on security. If you aren't really interested, I'll go ahead and fill it up for you. I knew you'd understand. Thanks, that's so considerate. Oh, it says here that citizens who participate in the event can draw a prize based on their survey ID on the day of the lecture, and the prize is going to be a videotape. Now that you're talking about this, I'm not sleepy anymore. Major traffic accidents of new Eridu, net of justice, no escape. Hollow safety is important. I should have known. I don't really want any of them. I get the feeling that public security ordered too many copies. It's just an add-on to the event anyway. Anyway, let's leave the survey to me. It's getting late. Wise, go get some rest. I'm heading upstairs. See you tomorrow. Got a good night's sleep. The next few days are busy with organising the shelves and recommended videos to the customers then. Wise, you asked about Zhu Yang and Qingyi. What a coincidence, I was just about to tell you. I heard from Fairy that she's been seeing Zhu Yang and Qingyi around here since yesterday. I've already filled out the questionnaire they gave me earlier. Whenever you have time, we can go find them. Why don't we go now? Let's go. Alright, Fairy said she saw Zhu Yang and Qingyi handing out questionnaires near the metro station. Let's go find them. So they're down underground. Where is it? Pointing me. Okay. To the main street. Let's go out here. Can we get to the metro from here? I've never noticed. I normally just fast travel there. I guess we can. There they are. Huh. Wonder what's going on here.
Criminal cases have been rampant lately. To raise safety awareness among citizens, Janus Quarter Public Security has launched the Safety Awareness Month campaign. We'll be holding a seminar at the Lumina branch soon. Please come and join us if you have time.
A public security event? Oh, how nostalgic. I participated in such an event years ago, you see. It was somewhat reminiscent of a coffee tasting event. I even had the chance to offer everyone present some freshly ground coffee. Albeit, it wasn't a top-shelf roast. Oh, it's a shame public security's facilities now smell of air fresheners everywhere. No longer suitable places for enjoying coffee while freely conversing.
What do you mean?
Of course, while fine wines develop into richer experiences with time, other worthy items can go bad. Oh, I'm talking of coffee beans. So, to prevent the coffee beans at my shop from facing a sorrowful fate, I have to go grind them properly. I'm afraid I can't make the event. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. Enzo,
Don't reckon
according
it's
to
this
our
guy, I
data,
don't think.
you're running a remodeling shop on 6th Street. Would you be interested in attending the seminar?
Oh, he's a guy who mods the Bang Boos, isn't he?
Well, hey, it's not often I get invited out by two young ladies, so I'd love to join you. Unfortunately, my second aunt's grandfather's son's cousin is getting married that day. I can't miss such an important family event.
Huh, I understand. In that case, I hope your relative has a great wedding.
I have a customer coming soon to collect his car. I better get back to it.
I think I see where this is going. We got to convince people to go
Good
to the
morning,
event.
Jiyuan, Qingyi.
Good morning, Wise. Belle.
Here's our questionnaires.
Here are our questionnaires. We've decided to attend the seminar.
Wonderful. If it weren't for you two, we wouldn't have recruited a single participant yet.
Qingyi! That's blunt.
So what? It's the truth. Besides, it's not like they're strangers, right?
Yeah, right. But how come nobody on 6th Street wants to go to the seminar? Everyone here is usually pretty welcoming.
Is there anything we can do?
Is there anything
I
we can do
knew
to
it.
help?
Now that you mention it, there is something I'd like to ask you. Some of the residents on 6th Street only registered their names, but didn't fill in their addresses. Do you know where they live?
Oh, let me see. Asha, General Chop, Spike should be one of our members, an older gentleman. We know all these people.
We can take the questionnaires to them.
How about we help you take the questionnaires to them?
That's a good idea. 6th Street doesn't usually have much interaction with public security, so if they see officers handing stuff out all of a sudden, they might be wary and refuse. If it's a neighbor who brings them the questionnaire, maybe they'll be more open to it.
Oh, we wouldn't want to trouble you.
You guys helped us before.
You two already did us a huge favor. It's only right we return the gesture.
Zhu Yuan, since they're willing, we should let them help.
Okay, thank you. Really. Let's split up and meet back here later then.
We have to find Asha, General Chop and Spike and give them the public security survey. Asha and General Chop should be at their stores right about now. As for Spike, he left his address when he registered as a member at the store. Fairy's going to send her over. Probably lives in Lumia. Not that way. Around here. Hey, there's Asha. Hello you two, it's been a while since I saw you both at the arcade together. Are you here to play some matches? Not today, Asha. We're here for something else today. Could you take a look at the survey? Oh, are you researching new movie genres to stock in your store? It's actually a public security survey. Ah, don't tell me you guys got busted by public security and now you're doing community services. Will you sound pirate videotapes or burning illegal discs or... Is that how you see us? What happened to basic trust between people? Aha, I'm just kidding! There's just too many secretive residents on 6th Street and you siblings give off a somewhat mysterious vibe. I wouldn't be surprised if I found out one day you were the #1 most wanted on the public security's most wanted list. That's about right. Thanks for your approval. You tell Ash about the public security survey? I see, you're just helping out an officer, you know. Well, as long as you're okay, that's what matters. Actually, last time I was at the Lumia Square, I saw public security had set up a promotional booth. I heard that on the day of the lecture, lots of media outlets will be in town conducting interviews. It seems like public security is really putting a lot of effort into this exchange event. It might be worth checking out, don't you think? Exchange event. That may be the case for regular citizens like you and me, but for some people it could mean something entirely different. You mean? Nothing, I was just mumbling to myself. Anyways, thanks for bringing the survey over, but unfortunately I don't think I have the time that afternoon. Please pass that on to the officers for me. Damn it. Who's next? Somewhere over here. Aha, you. Relaxed Diner. General Chop isn't at his shop today. You here to see the owner? He said some ingredients had arrived and he went to sign for them. He'd be back soon. In that case, we'll have to come back later. Alright, go talk to the noodle guy later. So back here. That's the parking lot. Phone. What? I never even knew we could go in here. Spike should live here. Try ringing the doorbell. Ding. Darn, salespeople. It never ends. I said it time and again. I've got no teeth, so I don't need your electric toothbrush. No, actually I'm... What? Not the toothbrush? Well then, I've got no hair, so I don't need your darn curling iron either. Spike with the managers from Random Play. Oh, the video store. One moment. Soon after, the door finally opens. Oh, both of you came out. How many videotapes have we forgotten to return this time? I'm sorry, my memory is short. I'm old. No, we're actually here for something else. Could you please take a look at the survey? Now there's an unsettling face that... Bring a lad, isn't it? Sorry, my eyesight's not what it used to be. I can't read the words clearly. Could you youngsters read it for me? You tell Spike about the public security event? For the sake of urban security and the safety of us residents, that sounds lovely. If they really cared about the residents, they wouldn't be chasing around after proxies in the end. All the benefit is just for tops. Thank you both for bringing me the survey over, but as you can see, these legs of mine aren't so stable. I don't really want to go wandering off as far as Lumia Square. Could you please tell the officers? I have a bad feeling from the moment Asher spoke. Sure enough, Spike refused as well. And they were clearly hinting at something. General Chop's the only one left. I'm not sure if General Chop is back yet or not. Let's go take a look. Anything around this corner before we head back out? Nope. Back to the noodle shop.
Hello, Eyes. Belle? Some customers mentioned you were looking for me. I understand you're helping those 2 officers from public security hand out questionnaires?
So you already know. Would you wait a sec, let me read this right. Would you take a look at the questionnaire? You already know. I will do this one.
So, you already know.
One of the perks of running a store on the street is being well informed. Anyway, please tell the officers I have other things to tend to that day.
I knew it. I had a feeling General Chop would say no before we even got here. And after I told Ju Yuen and Qingyi we could help.
Oh, have other people said no too?
Yeah. Asha, Spike. Oh, and I think Tin Master and Enzo said no this morning too.
Is there something going on? Everyone's behaving strangely.
You know, it is a little strange everyone is refusing. Maybe this seminar isn't as simple as we think.
You've got that right. Do you 2 know who the guy on the questionnaire cover is?
Isn't that Inspector Bringer? I heard he came up with the event.
Then have either of you heard of the Hollow Hero from the Eridu period?
That's Inspector Bringer?
So, you're saying Inspector Bringer was the Hollow Hero?
That's right. Before the fall of the old capital, Bringer happened to be the commanding officer in my precinct. After being promoted from the front line, despite being an inspector, he still got involved at the ground level and interacted with the residents, so they regarded him highly. Then, he went missing in a hollow during a rescue mission. But just when everyone thought he was done for, he miraculously made it back out. Just like that, he became known as the Hollow Hero. He was then transferred to the HQ in Janus Quarter and quickly advanced to the ranks over the years.
That's a pretty inspiring story.
It used to be, but these days, people say the Hollows have drained the Hollow Hero of all his courage. Now, Bringer presents himself as a hard worker, but we older residents can see through it. He's just putting on an act in front of the cameras. What's more, in recent years, he's clearly been cozying up to Tops. He's implemented a number of measures under the guise of benefiting the public, but it's those big corporations that benefit in the end. He's aiming for commander of Janus Quarter in the upcoming municipal election, launching a safety campaign right now, even putting his own image on the questionnaire. His motives are pretty clear, don't you think?
Seems like he's trying to advertise himself. Seems like he's using public resources for his personal gain.
It seems like Inspector Bringer is using public resources for his own gain.
Exactly. Holding the seminar is a good thing, but I can't go knowing what Bringer is up to.
Thanks for telling us all this, General Chop.
I'm just sorry I can't be of help this time around.
Well, we visited all the neighbors. It might be awkward, but it's probably time we go back and tell Ju Yuen and Qingyi the news.
Damn. Round and round we go.
We've gone up and down 6th Street, but we haven't even gotten 10 people to register for the seminar.
We've done our best. Let's get a drink and take a break.
Hey, easy for you to say, but the conference hall we're in can fit 300 people, you know? As things stand, it'll be more than half empty.
Inspector Bringer must have chosen this area because there's a lot of residents nearby, thinking it'd be easier to find people to participate. Shame many of them are from his previous precinct. A lot of them have complaints about him. I was just wondering why you're in such low spirits today, when I've never seen you discouraged by difficult tasks before. But then I remembered. The inspector saved your life once. Not being able to accomplish what we'd hoped, on top of seeing him come under fire. It must make you feel even worse.
If Bringer hadn't rescued me in that hollow back then, I wouldn't even be here, let alone be a public security officer. I understand he's no longer the hero he used to be, but can someone who gave up his anti-corruption gear to a child be such a bad guy? Sure, he's had some dealings with Tops, but it's inevitable, especially when many of our devices are jointly developed with Tops. And besides, doesn't he always say he lacks sufficient authority to make changes? If he gets elected, maybe he might be able to turn public opinion around.
Worshipping an undeserving deity is sycophancy. Failure to act when action is needed shows a lack of courage.
What?
It means when someone flatters undeserving people, it's considered an act of sycophancy. If one should stand up for what is right but remains indifferent, it shows that person is a coward. As public security officers, we need to be clear about what we should and shouldn't do. There may be many different ways to interpret Inspector Bringer's actions, but only he knows whether he has a clear conscience. If his deeds were pure, even if he's misunderstood for the time being, things will work out in the end.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on, someone's coming.
Hello. Sorry for interrupting you girls.
Sorry. Are we interrupting you two?
Oh, we were just chatting. Did you go talk to the residents?
We gave them the questionnaire, but...
We gave them the questionnaire, but they all happened to be busy on that day. Sorry for not being very helpful.
Oh, it's okay. We're just grateful you tried it all. We're almost done with distributing the questionnaires here, too. Then, Chingy and I will be heading back to the office.
Wait a minute! Officers! Oh, good. You didn't go.
Something wrong?
General Chop, did you run all the way here? Why?
It's hard to explain, but just now, there was a crime committed over there, and it's at a stalemate. Please, officers, you have to go take a look.
A crime? Let's go check out the scene.
Great. Please, follow me.
Wise, let's go see what's going on.
Alright. That's quite far away from the noodle shop. How do you see it? Hello, you two. It all took place just up ahead of us. Who knew there would be so many onlookers already? What happened with the truck? The case is actually connected to that Pegasus Logistics truck, but how exactly I can't really say. Anyway, you two can just go check it out yourselves. Let's observe things from a distance. Somewhere not too far away.
If you say there's officers nearby, then let them come and weigh in. I mean, what possible argument could there be? They were caught in the act.
Sir, caught in the act doesn't seem fair. It's similar to seeing only foam on a cup of barley latte and declaring it isn't coffee.
Calm down now, gentlemen. We're public security officers. What's going on here?
Officers, you're finally here. It's like this. I'm Gale. I'm a driver for Pegasus Logistics. I was making a delivery in the neighborhood. I'd finished the delivery and was calling the next client when I heard a suspicious thud from the back of my truck. Startled by the noise, I quickly rushed over, only to find all my ducks flying and running out of the cargo compartment. A flustered Bang Boo was caught at the scene of the crime. This is that very Bang Boo.
Look, Wise. Isn't that Bang Boo give change from the 141 convenience store?
Officers, I saw the whole thing. There was no one around when it happened except this Bang Boo. I'm sure it opened my cargo compartment. Those ducks inside are a new specially bred variety. They're worth a fortune. Losing just one or two of them would cost me more than a month's salary.
I've taken your statement, sir. Bang Boo, do you have anything to add?
My name is Give Change. I work at the convenience store. My head was spinning when I walked past the truck just now. I stopped to take a break. Suddenly I heard a loud noise. Then the door was open and the ducks flew out.
What do you mean the door was open? I know you opened the door and let all the ducks out!
Sir, if I might say, I think you're being too harsh on Give Change. Officers, as Give Change's neighbor, I must say something on their behalf. I know them well, and I'm sure they wouldn't do anything like this.
Then tell me, why was my cargo compartment open despite being locked? Officers, there's been tons of Bangbu committed crimes in the city lately. You gotta help me find evidence linking this Bangbu to the crime, so we can hold it accountable for my losses.
This isn't just about Give Change's reputation, officers. They could lose their job. You simply must uncover the truth and prove Give Change's innocence.
Somewhere not far away from the crowd.
The only time I've seen Tin Master this agitated is when I asked for instant coffee.
I can't believe a crime has happened on 6th Street. I doubt Give Change is the culprit.
I don't think Give Change is the culprit, Belle. We've dealt with the Bangbu at the convenience store quite a bit, and they've always been honest.
But Give Change was the only one there when the driver realized what had happened. So it's hard to explain. Look, people are leaving. Have Jiyuan and Qingyi resolved the incident? Let's go see what's going on.
Anything around before we go up? No? Okay. Why are you hiding behind the truck? He's looking at something. Alright.
Hi, Belle. Hi, Wise.
We overheard what happened earlier. Does the crowd leaving mean everything has been resolved?
Not yet, unfortunately. We discussed the situation and managed to calm everyone down.
So what now?
Might I ask what the situation is now?
We took a look around the truck, and we didn't find anything suspicious, other than the traces left by the escaped ducks. There are no security cameras in the area, so all that's left to be checked is the Bangbu's visual record and the truck's anti-theft system. And to review both of those, professional technicians are needed, so we don't have an immediate conclusion.
It's a shame Fairy can't help. Will that take a long time?
If Fairy were to help, she'd be able to see Give Change's visual recording. But unfortunately, I can't do anything in front of public security.
Anyway, that'll take at least 2 or 3 days. Both the driver and Give Change will have their daily routine disrupted somewhat during this time. After we explained the situation, the driver said his main concern is the whereabouts of the cargo. As long as he can deliver the shipment on time today, he's willing to reconcile. So, Tin Master and some other residents of 6th Street went to look for the ducks.
In that case, Wise, let's hurry up and go help too.
Gonna look for
We'll
ducks?
accompany you as well.
Aren't you going back to the precinct? Do officers in the criminal investigation department look for things too?
Do officers in the criminal investigation department look for things too?
Cases like this would normally be assigned to junior officers, but handing the task over would take time, and we don't want the residents to think public security is evading responsibility. And there's something suspicious about this incident, so Qingyi and I decided to look for other clues while searching for the ducks.
Jiyuan, Qingyi. Thank you. Then let's get going. We're pretty good at finding things, right, bro?
Especially if they got markers, show me they are. Wise, can we talk? What's up, acting all of a sudden mysterious? Got something to say that can't be heard by those PubSec officers? You could say that. When it comes to finding things on 6th Street, we've got a very resourceful little helper, you know what I'm saying? You mean Fairy? Yep, Fairy should be able to pinpoint exactly where the ducks are hiding. I've already asked her to mark out any suspicious locations nearby. Then we can focus on the places she marked out for us. Suspicious places, there are far too many. Yeah, we need to check a few places since there are 4 of us. How do you feel about splitting up? I'll go with Quingy, you can stay teamed up with Yu Yang. That should speed things up considerably. Okay, it's decided then. Alright, so we're going over here. Investigate the remodeling shop. You think there might be ducks inside this door? Wise, listen, I can definitely hear ducks quacking coming from behind this door. But we were miles away from here. How did you notice this place? I just had a vague feeling. Are you talking about instincts? Sounds like something Quingy would say. The name of this store, Turbo. So this is Enzo's shop, but he doesn't look to be in. The door's locked tight. Crack bang. What's that sound? It seems that there was an accident at the intersection. Let's go take a look. Oh my, what happened here? That really gave me a fright. I'm a public security officer. Can you tell me what happened here? I don't have a clue. I really don't know. It's just suddenly it happened so fast. Ma'am, calm down. Ma'am, you look quite frightened. Wise, Miss Public Security Officer, allow me to explain. Miss Megan is a customer of mine and she's here to get her vehicle repaired. When she was about to leave, the car suddenly turned and rammed this bamboo. That was an accident. Did the car have a similar issue prior to this accident? Never. I came to get the repair done because its trunk switch wasn't working, and that's the only issue it had. But it just went out of control for some reason. Miss Public Security Officer, please believe me, I absolutely did not break the law. I can attest to that. Its directions were a little off just now. I'll take a look at it immediately. Don't worry about it, a friend of mine is just here, it should be fine, probably just a plug-in error caused by the impact. I'll fix it up later. Let me give you a hand, I can deal with basic issues. I'll do that. I almost forgot that you know a thing or two about this too. Alright, I'll leave the little guide to you. Is this one of those mini games where you gotta line up everything? Just zoomed into her ass for some reason. Like that, then that, and that. Oh, come on, one more. And there we go. Not long after. What happened just now? You were in a car accident. I remember now, I went to grab the tools, then a large white and green metal box suddenly took a turn. It seems that it really is a vehicle malfunction accident like what she and Mr. Enzo said. Wise, thanks for fixing the little guy for me, but it'll take a little more time to find out what's going on with the car. Alright, I saw around my store earlier. Were you looking for me? Actually, the store. I think a duck ran into your store. I see. I'll open the door for you all now. Yes, have a look. After that, old Enzo opened the store's door. And where's the duck? Haha, it really was inside the store. This is great. I found one now. Thanks for helping me, Mr. Enzo. You're welcome. Wise, I heard about the incident Gift Change was involved in. I should help out too, but something is strange about Miss Megan's car, and she's very anxious, so I have to help her first. You do what you need to do first. We can look for the ducks. I'll leave it to you for now then. I'll come and help out after I'm down over there. Interesting. So I think by the crates over here next. Hey, I think something was just shaking inside the drink box. It's just a crumpled up ball of paper. Looks like the wind just blew it over here. The ball of paper has the ball of paper has been soaked by the rain. I haven't seen any rain, but I can still make out a few words. My life is growing duller by the day. Only now do I realize how stupid I was before and how much I've let you down. Forgive me and come back to me, okay? Judging by the condition of the paper right now, you have a pretty good idea of how the recipient responded. Despite being a tragedy, there's no use holding on to regrets. People have to take responsibility for their own actions. Since becoming a public security officer, I've witnessed this too many times to count. There's some more words on the back. Oh yeah, let's see. I swear to completely forget about Melania, Sansa, Eleanor, and Juanija, because you are my true love. The person who wrote this letter really apologizing. Why does it feel like they're bragging? Good, at least it's not a tragedy anymore. Correct, as you maybe it's best practice not to snoop into other people's private affairs. We should get down to business. Damn, so much to read this part of the game. On to the next location. Ah, you're here, Wise. What are you doing all standing here? Obviously, because there's a duck under that convenience store truck. See, it's right there. What are you waiting for then? Easy for you to say. It's hiding so far underneath the truck, there's no way we can reach it. Maybe we need to come up with another plan. Try quaking like a duck. Shout at it underneath a truck. Are you trying to sound like a hawk? No, they're the main predators of ducks, right? From what I know about my brother, he's probably trying to mimic some duck-like species. I'm sorry. Come on, cut me some slack. Maybe, could we get the truck owner to start the car? Maybe the duck will run out if they feel like the car is moving. Makes sense, I'll go find a convenience store, Bangoo. Not long after. You want me to start the engine? No problem. It will start. No way, why is it happening right now? Strange, there must be something wrong with the truck. It worked just fine this morning. What terrible luck today. Gift change got in trouble and now our truck's broken down for no reason. Gift change is always with us. If the owner thinks Gift change has done something bad, we will get separated. Don't worry, we'll find the lost ducks and the officers will get to the bottom of the accident. And you won't get separated. Thank you. But what are you going to do now about the duck under the truck? The best place to find helping hand is at the end of your own arm. Let me handle this. Bingy pushes the truck over to the other side. Wow. Whew. That duck was still stunned. I just went ahead and grabbed it. Whoa, that was hardcore. Now that we retrieved this duck, let's look somewhere else. That's 2 down. After some searching, you and Belle count your catch and it seems only 1 duck is still on the loose. At that moment... Huh? There's a DM from Fairy. Seems like a biological signal has been detected near the back of the parking lot. Let's go take a look. Another duck. Parking lot is back here. There it is. You think you could just hide here and everything would be fine? How naive. Listen, you may be a fugitive, but it's still not too late to turn things around. I suggest you surrender and turn yourself in. What's going on here? You two running on drama class or something? Cut the deal with us. You can still take it out. Keep resisting and it'll only get... look, I know you guys are having lots of fun, but I'm gonna pass on this one. We better grab it before it runs away again. Bingy effortlessly stuffs the fugitive into her sack. Wow. Thank you for your hard work. The driver just DM'd me. The others also sent back the ducks they found while we were searching. Plus the one we just caught. That's all of them. Alright, great job. The ducks were all hiding in real obscure spots. It was all thanks to you noticing those places at all. If I hadn't been with you the whole time, I might have suspected that you were actually the ones hiding the ducks. Or that you had some other way of knowing all the going-ons around the neighborhood. Which is not to be taken lightly. Quingy has pretty much bested us here. I know it's supposed to be a compliment, but it still came out a bit weird. I'm sorry, I only meant to say these two could make good public security officers. Now that we've found all the ducks, let's get back to the truck. Whew, let's go. One sec, guys, look over there. Are our headlights flashing? Let's go check it out. Another duck. Indeed, one of our headlights is flashing.
Ugh, really, Wise? You totally forgot to turn off the lights last time you drove the car.
But I did turn them off.
That's weird. I definitely turned them off. Also, it was dark when I came back, so I'd have noticed if I'd left the lights on.
Belle opens the car door and tries to turn the lights off.
Huh? What's going on? I can't turn off the lights.
Definitely sounds like we got a hacker or something, and yeah, they could possibly hack the Bangoos too, somewhere around here.
Is something wrong with the switch?
I don't know, but nothing happens when I press it. The battery's gonna die at this rate. I'd better manually disconnect the lights for now. How weird. The car got serviced not that long ago. I just figured something would go wrong all of a sudden.
Why does that sound familiar?
Hey, Is it just my imagination, or does this situation seem familiar?
What's wrong, Chingy? Something on your mind?
All the incidents we've encountered today are somehow related to vehicles.
Now that you mention it, you're right. The van in the convenience store wouldn't start. The car that just pulled out of the remodeling shop broke down. And now Wise and Belle's car lights won't turn off. If we count the missing ducks from Pegasus Logistics, that's already 4 vehicles involved.
If we count the car accident the other afternoon, that's 5 in total.
That was all because Belle was distracted.
That one wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been distracted while walking, Belle.
But that wasn't totally my fault, Wise. My cell phone suddenly malfunctioned, and it distracted me. Belle's cell phone malfunctioned before the car accident at Lumina Square? What kind of malfunction?
Describe what happened.
She said her phone suddenly lost signal, and a bunch of colorful stripes appeared on the screen. But it went back to normal soon after.
I knew it.
Remember, Chingy? The driver said he was on the phone at the time of the car accident. If I'm right, something else must have been going on back then.
Right. That's probably why Give Change said it felt dizzy too.
What are you two talking about? Why the serious look all of a sudden?
Why do you two look so serious all of a sudden?
I think we finally figured out what's really behind all the recent incidents.
Seems we got a hacker.
For now, let's get the ducks back and see if we can confirm a few things along the way. Meet us near the truck later, and I'll explain everything.
Going back. This is one long mission, right? Just building up relationship with these new characters. Getting to know them. Here you are, Belle, Wise. Thanks for helping me and getting the ducks back. Are you Zhu Yang and Queenie here?
Zhu Yuan and Qing Yi told us to wait for them here. Did they come by?
Yeah, they were here. The green officer checked on me, and the red one asked me questions, which I didn't quite understand.
Oh, yeah. Here's all that happened. They just came and measured the Bang Boo's electrical current data logs, asked a weird question, then left in a hurry.
What did they ask?
Could you tell us what they asked?
They asked me if my cell phone had malfunctioned in any way, since I'd been on the phone during the incident. My phone actually did turn itself off out of nowhere, but how did they know that?
Wait, your cell phone malfunctioned too? Something just occurred to me. All the accidents lately, could they be caused by EMP? You're quite right, Belle. Juyuan, Jingyi, you're back. Have you ever heard of an EMP emitter, sir?
I can't say I have. What's that?
When activated, it causes a sudden change of current in nearby electronic equipment, resulting in component failures or, at worst, completely burning out the equipment.
So not a hacker.
Using EMP, someone could open the electronic lock on your van without even touching it, easily. At the moment your door was opened, not only did your phone malfunction, but Give Change experienced a sudden surge of current, all indicative of an EMP attack.
So you mean this Bang Boo is a victim just like me? And someone else is at fault?
Yes, we believe that to be the case.
I shouldn't have been so hot-headed. What I said before... Give Change, I'm sorry I misjudged you. You have my sincerest apology.
Don't worry, I'm just relieved to know I won't be separated from my partners.
So, who is the culprit, officers? Have you caught them?
Don't worry. Our colleagues are checking the surveillance records. We should be able to identify the culprit real soon. They launched multiple EMP attacks today. So if we check all the passers-by near the crime scenes, we can narrow down our search.
Officer Zhu Yuan, we've investigated the surveillance records and have a suspect. We're currently tracking him near the street exit. Should we detain him for questioning?
Immediately. Well done.
Understood. Officer, the suspect has fled. He's heading toward your location.
Qingyi, come on, we'll stop him.
Juang and Queenie immediately head off to cut the enemy off and ambush them, and you and Belle follow suit. Later, next to Companion Hollow on 14th Street.
Okay.
Stop there!
Hey, what are you doing?
Pearl shoot!
Went into the hollow.
This is Ju-Yuen. The suspect has fled into the hollow. We're pursuing him inside.
Copy that.
I'd have thrown it harder if I'd known he was so tough.
How are things going?
The culprit ran into the hollow and we're going after him. You two can head back now.
Let's follow them and see what happens, Wise.
Finally, we might get some combat. A few minutes later inside the video store.
Ju-Yuen and Chingy have gone into the hollow, Wise. While I'm sure they can handle the situation, we should go into the hollow and see if we can help.
Yeah, we can't let them get away with it.
Yeah, we can't just let him get away with it.
Are you mad at him because he almost caused me to have an accident? Even if he hadn't caused that accident, he needs to be held accountable for all the trouble on 6th Street. We can go whenever you're ready. By the way, even though you're angry, remember to keep your distance from Ju-Yuen and Chingy in the hollow. They are still officers after all.
Wise, if you're ready, we can head out. Fairy, besides paying attention to Wise's safety, also keep an eye out for anything that could help Zhu-Yang and Qingyi. Second Assistant, the hollow information I have is more comprehensive than the temporary carrot issued by public security. I can provide effective help. However, please note that the previous verbal threats used by public security officers were ineffective methods of pursuit. It is recommended to shoot at the target's legs to immobilize it. Fairy, security officers can't use force recklessly when apprehended suspects, let alone shoot them. Speaking of which, a hollow might be a good place to catch such a slippery person. Alright, let's accept that. Let's see if we've unlocked anything. Internet. Apparently there might be new missions. I don't know, why did we have a notification for internet? Weird. Any mail? Nope, okay. Right, everybody, I am going to end the video here for now. We just hit the 1 hour mark. We'll continue here. Let's see, we'll continue here Wednesday. Tomorrow, I want to try and defeat Kirin in Monster Hunter. After that, I'll continue my playthrough of Zenless. So, yeah, thanks everybody who dropped in. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be continuing this on Wednesday. So, bye all, take care, and thanks for dropping in. Bye!